Hi, and thanks for watching another instructional video for CSCI 1300. In this video, we will talk about function comments and how these are important for making your code readable and understandable to other people. So imagine that we have a function that's doing some kind of operation, and in this case, we have a function that is printing a base to an exponent by calling the POW function in a for loop. And we're raising the exponent, so we're increasing exponent by 1 every time the loop is iterating, so that we can print as many exponents as we want to. So we can print 2 to the whatever for as many times as we feel like doing that. And we need to leave some kind of comment section. It's good to leave comments above your function in a block. The two ways that you can do that, of course, is to leave like an individual comment, such as this, or you can leave a block of comments by creating the /* and the */. This leaves a comment block. So let's write some comments for this particular function. In this function, print POW, what does it do? Well, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to say what it does. What it does is it prints a base to an exponent by calling POW. We'll print as many times as the size variable is entered. And what else? Well, what does it take in? Parameters. Let's go ahead and list the parameters now that we've kind of given an overview of what it does. The parameters in this case would be integers. So I'll put int. We specify the base, exponent, and size, or count. And let's see, it is we want to put the data type. So the data type of this function is void. So that means it will not return anything, just prints. And besides that, we will also need to talk about anything inside of the function that needs to be documented as well. For instance, we might want to say we are calling POW here. And I'll also put up here that this function requires the CMath library for POW function. So I'm putting all of the things that I might need to remember, or that someone else might need to remember when they start running this program. So we've put in here basically what the function does. So if you have an algorithm, you would put it here. In this case, what we're doing is we're calling the POW function from the math library inside of a loop and just passing it in some variables. We then go on and tell what variables we're going to need for this function to work and what is passed in every time we call it. We're going to talk about the return, or the data type of the function. The return here is not going to happen because we have a void. And I'm also leaving some other specific comments saying here that, in order for this function to be called, we have to have CMath included at the top of our program. Okay, and with that, I think that we're good. We've gone through and we've left some good information here. We could also go back through and maybe say that this calls print POW function. And this might be gather user input. So we might leave a couple of other small comments, but for the most part, everything that you do with your function should be displayed in a comments block above the function that you are working with. That's all for now. Thanks and happy coding!